Hello, Crickey Joe here, and we are back on the big Polish farm. Since last time I finished harvesting the canola on the field in front of us across the road from our farm, and I also harvested this wheat field just to the west of the canola field, and I'm in the process of harvesting the barley field just north of that wheat field. So let's go get in our combine and get started again or continue on. Let me just make sure my volume is good. Alright, so let's continue on. And I've been harvesting this all myself, at least this field. On the wheat field I did use auto combine and hired worker, and realized that the cost of wages to hire that worker really didn't make much money off the wheat, so I'm trying to do this barley field all on my own. I'll bring up the map here. You can kind of see that we are on this field now. Still waiting on that cornfield next to the farm to ripen. So I've been just going around and around this week doing harvesting, and I know it's kind of boring to just see harvesting all the time, but I'm trying to make enough money to get a seed drill and also have enough money for the fertilizer and seeds. Now I did buy a fertilizer spreader, and I did buy a disc for cultivating. Let me think, what else did I get anything else? I think that's all I bought so far was the fertilizer spreader and the disc. So I'm trying to get some money saved up so that we can at least have some money to fertilize and plant some fields again. Now I did buy some chickens too. I think I bought like 30 chickens if I remember right, so I can start getting some eggs to sell. Eventually we'll get into sheep and cattle, but we'll have to make a lot of money before we get that started. So right now we're just going around and around the barley field. Now nothing is withered yet, and we're still in game, the day one in game, and I'm numbering my episodes according to the day that we're in the game, like day 1, and the last episode was day 1.2, which is the second episode within the first day, in-game day. So this will be episode 1.3, third episode within the first day. And then once we cross the midnight mark, we'll start day 2. That way you guys have an idea of how long I've been at it. Sorry, let's just continue on with the barley. I want to give a shout out to one of my subscribers, Evan Cumming or Cuming. He made a comment on my East River, West River map episodes, whether or not there are any more of those coming out. And I'm afraid I can't because I had so many lag issues and I lost my multi-thread fruitability on that map, which I enjoy that map. But I did tell him in one of the comments on my videos on East River, West River, that I'll probably will do another Salem, South Dakota series. I have done one already, but I will probably start a new one eventually. So I did tell Evan that, and thank you for commenting, Evan, and thanks for your subscription. I think I'm up to a total of 12 subscribers now. As a matter of fact, I need to write down a list of everyone who has subscribed, and I'll give you guys all a shout out. So I do appreciate everyone's subscriptions and viewership. And Evan is the first one to comment, other than Federal J, who designed the Salem, South Dakota and the East River, West River map. He did comment, suggested that I do try the West River map, and I did. So I thank him for his subscription also, and his hard work on his map building. I'm trying to think of who else I have for subscribers. I know Craft Farms, and his channel he's a young man. He's basically does videos on his own miniature farm machinery. He's a young guy, and so if you guys want to watch his videos also, check out his farm that he has, I'm guessing in his bedroom. Reminds me of when I was his age, when I'd have my tractors and combines all set up to farm the carpet. Actually, my son was my first subscriber, but his not publicly viewed, so. And then my wife also subscribed, so they're my first 2 subscribers. And then the first one beyond my son and my wife, I think, was Cyber Jockey. So shout out to him. And I need to write down everyone's names because I can't remember everyone right off the top of my head. So as you can see, I've been busy this week off screen trying to do as much harvesting as I can. So I do work full time, so I don't always have big spans of time where I can just sit down and play and advance things, but I've tried to do some things since last weekend. So my basic plan right now is just to harvest as much as I can before withering takes effect, if there is withering on this map. At least get some cash built up so we can keep things going. And I tell you what, I cannot wait to replace this harvester. Not that I don't like this harvester, it's just that it's so darn small. So, it just takes a while. And if I didn't enjoy playing this game, I would have given up on this already. But bring the map up, that way you guys can kind of see which side of the field I'm currently on. I'll give you kind of an idea of where we're at. You can see from the map and the PDA there that we have a couple power towers in the middle of the field. So if withering isn't able on this map, once we get to that point we can't harvest anymore, then we will start the cultivation of that first field, that canola field that we did in the first episode. And we'll get that one ready to seed, get it fertilized, then cultivate it, and then seed it. Maybe we can get a good rotation going and make some money so that we can replace this combine. auger out. So, not hiring any workers anymore, at least for now, until we actually get enough money to afford it. Let's go ahead and back him up. And I'm going to go ahead and turn off the motor. And we need to get our tractor. I'm not sure if I have anything in here yet or not. I might have just emptied it. Sold the last. Okay. Yeah, we're empty on this one, so let me get this map out of the way. Go get that load. Alright, let's get our next tank full. So yeah, this combine does take a while. Actually, to be honest with you, the wheat field over there, straight ahead across this little country road, I did buy a second one of these combines and did the auto combine with 2 combines running just to get it finished. And I think I spent like $9,000 on hired workers. So it really didn't pay off. It got it done faster, but it really didn't make much money off of that wheat field. So this one I will save some dollars. And these 2 fields, that wheat field over there and then this barley field, will have enough straw laying down that we can get it gathered up or bale it or whatever once we get enough money to buy the equipment. So we'll have a good supply of straw ready, even if we don't get to it right away. Pleased with the details on this map. All the fields seem like they have a nice rolling hill through them. And I really like the fact that along the country roads, like over here, you know, they have nice wildflowers and grass and shrubs between the trees, so it makes it feel a little more realistic. It's not just a clean looking road with manicured grass along the edges. I like the way it looks wild. I also do like the straw texture and the ground textures on this map. I'm trying to advance things enough to where we get to the cultivating and fertilizer spreading so that we have a little bit more variety of what we're doing. So I'm trying to get to that point, so just bear with me as we get there. Almost cut up to this power pole. Getting close to cutting around it. Bring that map back up. Last night I did download a couple more Ursus tractors. I can't remember what models they were, but wasn't real happy with them, so I deleted those back out. And I've still got only the 2 yellow Ursus tractors that I've downloaded. And I like those because they're kind of crusty and old looking, just like this combine. Got some good sized fields over there too that hopefully we can get some off of. So I'm thinking about upgrading this combine at some point as we can afford it. I'm thinking about maybe getting the New Holland Clayson next, because it's $11,000 some dollars. It's the next most expensive one, or the next higher one. And I think the header on it is about 4.8 if I'm not mistaken. And this is a 2.5, so that'll be almost double our header size. I think we'll make this episode long enough to get a full trailer at least, and then take it to sell. I know that we're not doing a whole bunch of different things right now, but we don't have a lot of equipment to do different things yet. This is going to be a long process of getting to the point where we can do baling and all the animals, and doing silage and different things. It's going to take some time, and maybe a few weeks before we get to too much variety. I'll try to play as much as I can during the week, like always, to try to advance things a little bit. It's just that it's hard sometimes working, and I worked yesterday, Saturday, worked some overtime, and so I do have a lot of things going on. Plus, today we have the basketball tournament continuing, the March Madness. Wichita State's playing today, which that's where I went to school, so we have to watch the Wichita State Shockers and root for them. Well, you don't have to, but I do. I'm obligated. They are undefeated so far this season, so we'll just have to see how far they make it in the tournament. So go Shockers. I did see another map on LS 2013 called Alberslow, and since my last name is Albers, I thought about playing that one also, since my last name is in that map. But we'll see. I definitely want to try to do another Salem, South Dakota series before I do that. we'll just see. I haven't really tried out that Alberslow map yet. We should be coming up on this grass area up here pretty close this round. We may have to cut around it. Cut around this power pole. How many eggs we have so far? I think I bought 30 chickens. Yeah, 30 chickens. 31 counting the rooster. 2 eggs so far, so. Alright. Whoop, I guess I better pay attention. Alright, I'm just going to tab over to the tractor. Should be back this way. Man, that tractor is loud. Always pick the most loud mods, I think. We should be able to get him filled up with the next load. Then we'll run it to sell over at the water mill. You can see the farm across the cornfield straight ahead through the gap in the trees there. So we are west of the farm currently. One good thing about this little combine is it doesn't seem to eat much fuel. So I've been running him hard, so it doesn't consume a lot of fuel. It just takes forever to get anything harvested. This field's starting to come down pretty quickly. Of course, I've been at it quite a while. You guys haven't seen that whole length of time that I've been actually going around and around this thing. I don't want to bore you with every minute that's played in game. There are certain things we have to do to get to where we want to be, so this will give you an update on where we're currently at. A nice hill right in the middle of this field. You can see quite a ways. There's the wheat field I cut off prior to this one. 99% full on this one. Be able to make it around most of the way again, back to the tractor. Apparently my combine has air brakes for whatever reason. Oh, barley, 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 barley. I'm tired of looking at you, barley. We're getting there though. We're not too far off from finishing this field out. So before the next episode, it'll be done. And I'm trying to think how much I want to get done off screen the next week, because I do want to include you guys in cultivating and fertilizer spreading and all that stuff on that first field. So what I may do is do some other work on these other fields, maybe gathering up straw. And because I did download I think it's a Polish, what do you call it, forage wagon, the TO50 or something like that. It's only like 50 bucks, which is unrealistic, but it'll work. So I could gather up and sell some straw off camera this week, during the week when you guys aren't with me. This way. let's go get the tractor. And he will be full. Swing out here and turn around. Alright, so let's run this over to the water mill. Slow down so I don't take somebody out. I'll put the PDA map up too when we go back so you can kind of see where this is located. Not too far. Alright, let's dump this guy out. Get a little bit more money. Gets us over 18,000. Almost to 19,000. So, let me put the PDA map up so you can kind of see where we're at. Anybody else? Alright. Take a right here on this small country road. Really not a road, it's a trail, more or less a trail going through the fields here. And over here there's a little waterfall and a little dam of some sort that runs down past the watermill that direction. And right up here on the left there's a little grotto over here. Right there. That's the cornfield right next to our farm over there, which will be our next harvest, if it's ready in time. And right here to the left is our barley field that we're currently harvesting. So we'll pull up in here. Alright, so I think we'll call it an episode at this point, where I'll finish up this barley field before next time, which is right here. So we got the canola, we got the wheat, we got the barley. Now if withering hasn't taken effect by that time, I may get this, I think it's a little canola field here too before this corn is ready. Let's see where we're at right now. The corn is not ready yet. So this cornfield will be next, and if it's not ready, then maybe this little canola field right here will be next. We'll just kind of work our way up this way. We don't want to get that little combine too far away from the farm, because the top speed in speed level 3 is only 6 miles per hour. So we also have an unplanted field down here that we can do something with, and we may concentrate down in this area, and then this little tip of this inner area between the highways. Right now, definitely this field and this cornfield we'll probably concentrate on as our own fields. So until next time, we will see you. Let me get up here to bird's eye view. There's one cool thing about this map is when you exit the vehicle, you can get up here where you can actually see stuff. So here's kind of a bird's eye view of the barley field and what we still have left to do on it. Wheat field over there, canola field was right next to it. And then looking down here, what looks like a big green blob is the cornfield, which will be right next to our cow pasture over there. So that's where we're at right now. So I thank you again for watching. Please comment, subscribe, like, dislike too, whatever. And we will catch you next time. Hope everyone's doing well.